You got me saying the mic.
It's funny because you didn't know that OJ was a juice, and probably 90% of the world knows this. And then you knew about you were talking about something about the woman with the red slippers.
The ruby slippers, the Wizard of Oz.
And that's something that nobody else knows, and only you. And I was sitting there like,
I'm pretty fucked up. If
okay. For the record, Jab. We all know the Wizard of Oz.
No, not the Wizard of Oz.
You're the 10% that didn't know that part.
No, not the Wizard of Oz.
The ruby red slippers is from the Wizard of Oz.
I know that. He said the woman still had them, or what did you
like? At the end of the day,
I'm tripping.
We don't know shit about shit.
Yeah,
we don't.
What you know is like really some shit like.
Yeah,
people would know that shit. Like the juice. I mean, if you just didn't see the commercial.
Well, I'm literal sometimes, so my mind.
Some shit that.
So you were thinking about actual juice.
Well, not thought about maybe like steroids or something. Juice. I'm confused. What the fuck?
Juice, kind of like
Tropicana. Okay, it's time to talk about Zenji, y'all.
Zenji.
Yeah. Are you gonna kick? Are you gonna? That sounds like Gen Z.
Yeah.
All in the Family. The 2024 animated reboot will not be seen at this time in order that we may bring you something that will absolutely get you disowned from your own family.
What's up, everybody? I'm Mike.
I'm JB.
Chillin' with Missy.
And I'm Jab. And this is a Gen X Talk Podcast.
What's going on, everybody?
Good.
Doing good.
Hey.
Day.
Hey, now, everyone here is a parent except me because I was wearing condoms. And
shooting blanks.
Yeah, okay, maybe shooting blanks too. Maybe it's a little bit of both. But I don't have kids. You guys have kids. And I have a question. Are your kids okay?
What do you mean? That's a pretty broad question.
Because
okay, as in
our kids are pretty much falling under the Gen Z category, the age range of 12 years old to 27 years old.
Can you give me a second side note? Tell me what year that was they were born. Do you know that range?
I believe Gen Z is 2006 to... No. That's Alpha. Gen Z is 1996. No.
That's millennial. Wait.
Damn it.
Google it, Misty.
No, millennials is 81 to 95.
Yeah.
Gen Z is 96 to 2010.
That's my daughter.
Yeah, that's
most of our children.
Yeah, all three of our kids.
Okay. That's our kids.
Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, when you start asking me about numbers, I get confused.
Well, I just want to make sure it's clear.
When you said their age, I knew the age.
1997 to 2012.
Yeah, that's
millennials 1981 through 96. Gen X 65 through 80.
We're talking about the Gen
Z.
Yeah,
Gen Z.
And we're just barely Gen X, y'all. We're like right at the end. We're almost millennials, which we should be millennials because more millennials listen to podcasts than Gen X. So we might have to say goodbye to y'all and start talking to the millennials now. But today, we're going to talk about Gen Z because we need to know if you motherfuckers are okay. Everywhere we look, all I hear about is how lonely Gen Z is. And a lot of that has to do with social media because y'all don't know how to use social media the way we do. Y'all, for us, social media was a way to enhance our relationships with people in real life, how to keep in touch with people, how to talk to our friends and know what's going on with everyone's life. But for a lot of these kids nowadays, for Gen Z, social media is life.
Yeah.
I mean,
so we're asking, are they okay?
Yeah, because
they're okay in their eyes. They may not be okay in some of our eyes. Yeah.
Some of them are,
I believe that it's really about who has control. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm listening.
No, I was going to say some of them are more socially inept as far as communication and stuff like that. So, I mean,
I believe they're okay. I believe that there are certain things that we're the ones that are really not okay, and we just don't know it yet. The world is changing. Things are changing, and it's going to be the new way. And I believe based on who has the power at the time, that's how they determine who's okay or not. Like if the Gen X person is who's in charge running the world in the country, and this is the standard they say it's supposed to be, then whoever's doing that, living to that standard, is what we would probably say is okay. And then the people that aren't, we would say, nah, man, something's wrong with that. But it's probably just reality that we're fading off.
That's right.
And that's the
Yeah.
thing. It's like we're the new boomers now. The people who are really running things right now are the millennials. We're the new boomers. We're them old, bigoted,
we're
crusty
still-
ass.
It depends on the
Complain
person.
about everything.
Well, what is running
We're
things
the ones
mean?
complaining about kids now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're the ones that are like in management and all that shit.
Yeah, because my boss is younger than me. I hate to say the word boss, but
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, yeah.
Start to see these. Yeah, they're kind of starting to get younger.
We're the
Old
old
one
people.
retired.
Like, you can't
I
tell
didn't get
us
the
what to do.
position.
I'm in denial.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. No, it's true.
I'm in denial. I'm like, hell no.
But see, our parents were the same way.
But I think 2020 also affected a lot.
It did.
Definitely on like their mental health, and then also if you think of toddlers
Mhm.
being excluded from going to daycare or having social interactions and stuff like that,
They're
learning. Yeah, they're learning from that, and then just even talking skills, communication, talking with somebody else besides like a family member or something like that. It's made a big difference.
Scared to hug somebody. Can you imagine just not getting hugged? I mean, you probably still hugged your mom and dad, but
Yeah.
you know how we commonly just, hey, what's up, girl? See you. We hug, or you see your, hey.
Yeah.
And can you imagine growing up like, no, don't do that.
Right.
You can't touch his hands.
Yeah.
It's a
Just that
different-
alone could
it's
make
a different
you,
world.
Yeah, just the way you greet people
Yeah.
could make you different.
Yeah.
And stay back from me.
Yeah.
Stay back. You're going to get me
Don't
sick.
touch me.
Yeah.
Now, here's another thing.
Yeah.
Like when we were growing up, our parents, we knew all the neighbors. Like I knew the neighbors, my next door neighbors, the neighbors on the other side.
Yeah.
I knew the neighbors across the street.
Yeah, you knew people around the corner and everything.
Yeah.
Like me, I don't fuck with my neighbors at all.
Yeah.
I don't
I
either.
barely speak to them. Do you guys have relationships with your neighbors?
I haven't with my neighbors, but I do understand what you're talking. It's not the same. They've never been to my
Yeah.
house. We just speak, just
It's like
because.
you hear the doorbell ring and you're like looking through your peephole trying to be
Yeah, who the
quiet.
hell
Well,
is-
I have to admit, I never talk to my neighbors. Ever. Like, never. But it's not that I'm a dick, really. I just feel like people don't want to be talked to anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they just want to be left alone, so I respect it. I'm just
Right.
like,
I'll wave or blow my horn if they're outside in the front when I drive by.
yeah.
But I don't, like my neighbors when I was a kid, and our old neighbor, like they came over our house and
Yeah.
we stayed at,
Yeah.
like if you get home from school and the door is locked, your parents not home
Yeah.
yet, you can go stay over there,
Yes.
or mom be done left the
Yes.
key with them, and
Yep.
I wouldn't dare give my neighbor my key. Like, they're going to rob
I
me.
don't even know that. I don't even know their, actually don't even know their names.
The world has changed.
Yeah.
It really has. So when we say, are they okay? I don't know. I really don't know.
They're not okay with us.
I would like to think my child is okay.
Yeah.
I like to think that she is, but
But
some of the stuff they do,
I
no.
think you said it right. I agree with Jab. They're okay for them. They're not going to really be okay for us.
Yeah, our standard.
Yeah, our standard, what we're used to.
Yeah.
But you're right. I personally think what's happening in evolution of life is that they're prepping for a longer life. Because think about it. They don't even really start getting in love and having kids until they're in their late 20s or 30s now.
Shit.
They still fuck.
I mean,
But I mean, in their mindset, let me rephrase it.
And
They don't want to be a homemaker. They don't want to be a family
that's
man
true.
until
That is true.
they'll fuck.
Yeah, but they
But-
don't want to have kids, and
They don't want to do, yeah.
The women aren't in a rush to get married anymore. That's for sure.
Nah.
But my daughter don't. She's all about school
I think
and
it
getting
depends
the
on the
bag,
age
like
range
making
and where
money.
they're at in
Yeah.
life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
It's the age range and where they're at, because there's a lot of girls still, like in high school and middle school, they're still boy crazy. What you call it?
Oh,
boy
I
crazy.
agree with that.
I mean, they still want to have like relationships with boys.
no,
and
they
stuff
do.
Like that.
I agree with that. But like, I'm just going with my daughter and maybe the few. I don't know a lot of girls that age.
Yeah.
But like when we were young, girls, it meant something to get married. Like a woman almost, she could go to college and all that, but the goal was to get a husband.
Yep.
These
Yeah.
girls now, they're not looking for that. Like they're
Don't
looking to
give
make
a
money.
fuck.
Like they're pretty much doing what guys, they're dating.
I think
Everybody's
it's half and
having
half.
sex.
I think it's half and half, because
It-
I
it-
hear some girls be like, "Oh, I think I found my forever guy."
No, I'm not saying it doesn't
They're still-
exist,
Yeah.
but it's not the overall goal. Like I'm going to say, let's go back to our parents.
Yeah.
People were getting married straight out of high school. Like
Yeah.
they were already with their,
Yes.
my parents were together in high school. I'm pretty sure yours were.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I went out with my high school sweetheart ever. Nobody that I know is. Maybe one, and they probably just stay together because they got kids and they're about to get divorced.
Mhm.
But the kids now, I'm saying that's not even on the to-do list. We had a to-do list. Like if somebody's going to be successful, go to college, do this, 25, get started in my field of work, and by this age married and have kids by 30.
Yep.
What I'm saying is often the women were more like a lot of guys got married because you didn't have no choice. If you didn't want to lose her, you better. But now the women are not asking guys to marry them.
They don't give.
My daughter and them are talking about going to school. She's talking about she's getting her passport. They're talking about trips they want to take in the summer, and they're not even.
It's different.
Yeah.
No, I 100%. I think it's taboo now for, or let me back up. It's less taboo now for people to live together. Like, you know, a young man and a woman can live together now. It didn't mean much. Right. It's like, are y'all dating? Oh, that means y'all are living and fucking. That's what it means now. Back in the day, it didn't mean that.
Yeah, it sure did. Yeah. It actually, it's like a title. It's like we're just fucking with a title. Not really.
You know what's funny? The side note is funny for you. Can I tell a story?
Sure.
One time I went on this Brazos trip with her ex.
Oh gosh, yes.
And this motherfucker's like, in his teens. This was what, 25 years ago, maybe. Yes, this long time ago. Like and we're on this river. And this is what's fun about knowing some shit about each other, right? And we're good stuff. This is funny. And we're all swimming. Whatever it meant. He was pining for you in his teeth. He's like, I miss Misty. Oh my God, I love Misty. Oh God, Misty. But it was because I think y'all are going to like maybe get together, get married or some shit, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, well, no, actually, there's a story behind that story of why he even went.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't even know if I want to spill it all.
No, man.
But,
how am I feeling?
No, yeah, there was some stuff that happened, and it was somebody else too, and he didn't want to go on the trip, and I said, hell no, you're fucking going.
Yeah.
I don't want you here.
Yeah.
So,
oh man.
But my point is as a young man back in those days, I remember, you know, he was really wanting to make a life, get married.
But he knew he was going to lose me.
That's it. That's what he was just saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we felt pressure, but what I'm saying, the girls now, they're not doing that. No. They don't even want to. And I believe it has to do with what you said about social media. We're the group that we didn't have social media, and then we were still young enough to adapt to it. And when I say social media, I'm talking about like Facebook and that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Our parents were pretty much already older, like where they could afford to just stay in their ways.
Yeah.
But this new generation that we're talking about, they've always had this. So the girls, this is my way of thinking. When we were younger and our parents were younger, if you were a female, you only knew your boyfriend, your husband, maybe your dad, brothers, and maybe this one guy maybe you worked with.
Yeah.
You didn't know any other guys. So it was important to get out of your dad's house to go marry so that y'all could get your own stuff and you could have the guy.
Yeah.
But now a woman can be in the 10th grade and she can see this. I'm just picturing like a young black girl. She can see this light skinned black guy, but he has blue eyes and curly hair and big muscles. Nobody in her neighborhood looks like this. So she would have never saw this. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you grew up in the country on a farm or in a community like Crowley, you only saw these type of girls.
Yeah.
But now they can actually look and know that, damn, there's a girl over here in Dallas. That's not that far.
Yeah.
Look at her.
Yeah.
She has fucking long ass hair, just big boobs. None of these girls have this.
Yeah.
So the want to settle down with this, you see so many other options elsewhere that you're not in a rush to, why should I?
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's as far as communication and being able to work things out. Yeah. They're not going to be good at that.
Yeah.
Because they haven't had to.
Right.
You can be whatever you want on this phone.
Yeah.
On this phone right now,
definitely,
I can go buy a nice suit, get it tailored. It can be a cheap suit. Get it tailored, get it nice looking on my body and take some pictures and put on a watch and stand in front of JB's car. And I'm a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
And all these girls want me. But in real life, they say, "Oh, this motherfucker's walking." But I'm not walking, but I'm making.
But even those girls, they may want you. They'll go get those guys, but they don't marry them.
Yeah, yeah.
You see, that's the thing. They're
still
saying. Not making that. Yeah, they're not making that household. You know.
Yeah, because there's no benefit in it today. Because that's what I'm saying. You can see.
Well, yeah, you can
all
see.
of
I think
this.
it's how they're raised too.
It's how they're raised, but it's what they see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Jeremy, I think your parents drove a station wagon. I remember.
Yeah, too.
Okay. My dad and them had this little minivan thing. You know, I was satisfied going to school in that minivan. You were satisfied in that station wagon because We knew that one guy, David. Remember his uncle that had the plane?
David
he had
Edwards.
his dad, they had a Lexus. But we didn't know. Everybody had basic Oldsmobile or whatever. We were satisfied with that. The girls, a girl in our time would have been satisfied with us because that was all she knew.
Yep.
She only knew Jerry B. She only knew me. She only knew us. So they were satisfied. Right. The boys were satisfied because Misty, this is all we knew.
And I think it's in general, like what you're saying is the exposure. Everyone's exposed to more now.
That's what I'm saying. Now those same girls, okay, your mom has told you to get married. Your dad has told you to get married. That's the best thing. You trust your parents because that's all you know. Yeah. So you know, okay, I'm just using JB as an example. I'm a girl, JB stays down the street. He comes from a good home. Yeah. Maybe y'all should, your parents won't let you go out with no one else. They won't let you go to the club. Yeah. But if you go with him, y'all can go on a date. So it was more, you were more inclined. I can get with him. He's already working at his dad's construction company and he is, boom. But hold on. But now you can look and see some more parents that they bought their daughter a brand new convertible Corvette.
But also
and this and that.
I agree. And I think you're right.
You want that.
But I think more than the wants, I agree with you.
Yeah.
But I also think what it is we're not teaching our kids anymore to fear, like God-fearing kids. Like back in the day, it was like, don't sleep around because that's not the right thing to do.
Right.
You know, get married, find someone, get married, don't have sex before you get married. And if you do, hurry up and marry someone. The pressure of sex was hardcore even when we were younger, especially our parents' generation. Right. Now, my feeling is the number one reason these kids, we're talking about, you know, are they okay? Yeah, it's the phone. And it's also, they're not taught to be religious anymore. The religion is fading out. Like I'm talking the actual religion of Christianity is dying off. So that influence it had over individuals to stay home and get married no longer exists. So there's no real fear of why they have any of it.
But go ahead.
I think part of too is like for our generation, you know, the way we were raised, we were kind of feral, you know, we didn't have our parents over us, directing us what to do, when to do, all that stuff. But now, because we were so independent, we're teaching our kids to be independent. Mm-hmm. And I think that's where it partly
that is too. I agree with that
because I was very independent.
Yeah, but I still think I still think it's social media because of this reason. There are parents still teaching the religion and all that, but the kids are not listening anymore. JB, one time you were talking, and you made a analogy about you were talking about like you know a kid coming in working for your company or this and learning, and nobody wants to go through that. And your example that I think you used, and I may be wrong, but it was something, what I got out of it, like everybody is listening to YouTube and YouTube is telling them, hey, I can go be a millionaire. And you're like, but what are you worth? What are you able to get? And that's what's happening now. The world, if you look at social media, the rap music, any kind, nobody's telling these girls to get married. They're not. Nobody's telling these boys to settle down with one woman. That you can have 5 or 6.
Unless you're listening to country music.
Right. So, yeah, you're right. So I don't believe that it's necessary that the parents are not teaching these things, but the kids are not, like you said, the respect, the fear for the parents because they're seeing, I feared my dad because that's all I knew. Yeah. All I knew was that minivan. I didn't know that this other guy, that's my dad's same age, has a Lamborghini. Who the fuck am I going to listen to? Yeah. This motherfucker that has this Lamborghini with all these women, even though my dad's telling me, hey, this is not the way to be. This is not what you're supposed to do. This is not, go to church, believe in Jesus, believe this. This guy here says he don't believe in none of that shit. Look what he has, Dad. But but when you die though, you're going to go to hell if you live like him. And that stuck in my head for a little while. But then I started thinking, what if this ain't true? Because I'm using me now because I see all of this. And I think that's what's happened. These kids they've seen so many things. They don't believe in the shit their parents, I'm not going to say the shit, but in their mind, I don't believe in the shit my parents are telling me. Now, some kids are.
Well, I think you're right. I think it's in addition to that point, I think it's because they're able to explore on social media the opinions
Yeah,
of
they can
religion.
find so much
Opinions,
more.
yeah.
I would say so much with women, the fancy cars and shit. I think it's more, I think that's us as men.
That's us as men.
Right.
And girls.
I think,
Yeah.
but I think with women,
Women is more independent.
right.
Yeah.
That's where it
Same
is.
thing, yeah.
So, man, that's, come out. I got it.
But it's still so they can get that nice stuff though. It's still so they get that nice stuff. It's just that they don't need the man to get it.
Well-
Whereas my mom had to be with my dad to be able to have
get
some of the
Yeah, but there's
luxuries
still,
of life.
but there's
Yeah,
still this, you're right, but there's still this overarching issue where they don't want to get married.
Right. Because it's no benefit.
No, I get it, but I think that, but I also think they don't, the benefit, but I don't feel like there's a religious connotation behind it anymore. They don't give a shit.
Right.
Cause let me tell you,
Right.
I do know women, whether they get married or not, that will live with someone and love that person and be with them.
Yeah.
In their mind, I know this for a fact. And my daughter, she's 22 now. She's with this guy named Paul. Great guy. He's in the military. They're both in the military. They're both Army people. They live together.
Yeah.
They're 22. He's a few years older.
No, they'll probably get married soon.
But here's the thing. That's it. Maybe, but they're living together. And the thing is,
It's a business.
Well,
Yeah,
I think they're planning things out more
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, they probably are.
Because like my son, he's going to be getting married in December, but he's had this 5-year plan to be with his girl, live together.
5 years later, he's still going to be fucking dealing with her ass. So I'm going to tell you, there ain't no planning that.
then get married and then have kids. Like he's like planned it out.
I agree with you, bro. But it's just the reason why. It's no benefit in it. The kids are watching their parents get divorced. Your parents stayed married. Mine got divorced after 20 years.
Yeah.
Now they've been married to somebody else for 20 years.
Yeah.
But I saw this. So a lot of people don't believe in marriage anymore. And it may be and religion. These pastors and a lot of this stuff is not what it used to be.
Yeah.
You don't see pastors. Pastors are getting money and talking about they're not preaching even from the Bible. A lot of them are not preaching the word if it is the word of God, I don't get into that. But if it is, they're not preaching. They're not even preaching that. They're preaching prosperity. They're preaching this, and they're what's the word? They're compromising the word for popularity. Because if
it depends on where you go.
It does depend on where you go. But if you go to an average church and the pastor really enforces what that book says, this new generation is going to walk out. You have too many people, like you said, that are not getting married, that are not, that are shacking, that are doing, it's becoming very acceptable. So if the old religious people preach, hey, the people are not going to go there.
Yeah.
So how are the lights going to get paid? How is the building going to get paid for? Who's going to be there to pay this pastor's salary? So he's going to compromise a lot of stuff. He watches this boy and this girl come into church every Sunday and sit beside each other. He knows that they're not married. But you think he's going to, back in our day, the pastor, it's almost like it wasn't allowed. The girl couldn't come into the church with this little short skirt on you couldn't come.
Yeah.
But
You're not allowed to
showing her cleavage. But now the majority, even though they believe in God and Jesus and all that, this is the new way. So if you tell them no, they're going to go somewhere else. So everything's compromised. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And the girls who are living with the boys now, they're compromising. The boys are not being pressured to do it. So it's like, why do you need to buy this cow?
There's no pressure period.
Why do I need to buy this cow? If
Yeah.
you're right now a millionaire, why should you marry somebody that you already know? Everyone knows this is not guaranteed.
Yeah.
We thought you got married forever. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
There was no such thing as divorce. That's what I was taught, but my parents got divorced.
Yeah.
So how the fuck can you tell me that
Yeah.
I thought you go to hell if you get divorced when I was a little kid?
Yeah.
Well, that's where my mom and dad is going. You get what I'm saying? No, you get what I'm saying? So now
I get what you're saying.
when you start, as you get older and you have access to social media or like you say,
and it's
information,
fear,
you can
too.
see
I
that
mean-
this stuff is not,
What do you think, Misty?
it don't look true.
Or Mike?
Yeah. I mean, what do you think, Mike?
Let's hear something else.
Okay, well, there's something that I want to get into here because we were talking about how everyone has options because of social media and how, the girls, they don't just have the guys in the neighborhood. They have guys everywhere that they can look at, they can meet, that they can talk to.
That they can compare you to.
Yeah, that they can compare you to.
That ain't shit.
And that's all fine and dandy, but there's also, and this is the reason why I'm asking, is Gen Z okay? there are a lot of guys who are being left out completely because these girls have other options. They're not going to settle for you and whatnot. Have you ever heard of the term incel? Involuntary celibate. And these are people who...
It's for men.
Yeah, they're mostly men these days. They're men who aren't dating. They aren't hooking
That's what
up.
it means. It's for young men.
I know, but it's just funny because it says if they could buy some.
Right.
I always say, how much do you want to sell if a woman tells me she's celibate?
Yeah.
You want to sell a bit? How much?
But yeah,
It's a joke.
they're these men, males, young men, and they've kind of taken on some pretty negative issues because they're virgins or virgins until they're a lot older. A lot of them, some of them are even in their mid 20s, and they've never had a girlfriend. They've never had anything. And there's been a bit of, some of it's coming with some rage, like they blame women or they're jealous of the people who are having relationships or having sex. And some of them have very violent thoughts. Some of them have actually committed acts of violence.
I think I would too if I wasn't getting none.
We're seeing more and more of that. And with social media and the way things are on social media, where, you know, if you say something out of line or whatnot, you kind of get ostracized. You kind of get isolated. And a lot of these people are coming together now, and they're kind of forming these little incel silos where all they hear, incel echo chambers, where all they hear is the sound of each other's voices. And it's becoming more and more of an issue. And there's a lot of young men out there that, you know, I actually browse Reddit quite a bit. And there's actually a subreddit called Incel Exit. And all it is are these young guys who feel that they are an incel, or they feel that they're becoming an incel, and they're looking for ways out. And the thing that I tell all these kids, you know, they're younger, they're late teens, early 20s, is that you got to get the fuck off the internet, man. You have got to go outside and touch some grass. You know, you have got to make social interactions in real life, because the internet is not the real world. And
That's true.
You're going to fuck your mind up the longer you stay online.
I agree.
Looking at what everybody else has and just being mad about it, rather than trying to get out and get your own. Because if you go outside, there are women out there. It's not just Tinder.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's harder on women, I would think, because there's a lot more of you all than it is of us. Am I right?
But it's just like it's always been for women. Women can have their choice of men the whole time. I mean, it's always been that way.
I think it's the opposite.
Well, that's what you think.
That's not true.
But not
really. I believe that's the opposite.
Not really.
Okay. This
Hold
is
on.
how it's always been growing up.
I have
for
to
me.
agree with Mike in this foundation. It's easier for a woman to want to get sex. It's not, just listen, it's not as hard it's harder for men to get sex than it is for a woman to get sex.
That's true.
That's the bottom line. Now, if a woman chooses not to have sex, it may be harder for her to repel the guys wanting to fuck her. But it's way easier for a woman to get laid by her own admission than it would be for a man if he wants it. That's why
true.
He's talking about the incels.
The
men that can't get it.
But relationships, I think the man controls the relationship, the woman controls the sex.
Yeah, but he's talking about ass.
Yeah.
Just the pure fact that a man can't approach and fuck a woman because he's so buried in online social media that he doesn't know how to get out and communicate with women anymore to get ass. Women don't have to do anything. She's got to walk outside, and men will go on her like, you know, that ain't going to go away.
Yeah, I guess it just depends on you're right. I agree with that.
Women sleep with
there's women everywhere trying to jump on me when I go to stores and shit. I thought it was a shortage of us. That's what I thought.
Women
go to Kroger on Alta Mesa. These motherfuckers, they might not be the woman you want. I ain't gonna say that. They definitely shit. They try.
If y'all really want it, y'all can find it. I mean, y'all really
it's not. But we got to work at it.
Women sleep with
if we really want it, we got to go get it. You got to work at it. Women got to work at shit to get laid.
Women sleep with who they want, and men sleep with who they can.
Yes. That overall, but I know in my life.
Women don't sleep with who they want.
No, they get
not always.
Yeah,
no.
I know what she.
Oh, but they'll sleep with someone they don't want.
I get what both sides are saying, but I think the truth is this: a man really can't speak for a woman, or a woman really can't speak for a man. But as a man, we do feel it's easier because we're going off of our own thinking. Like a man will pretty much fuck anything. So a woman can, like Jeremy's saying,
y'all got blinders on.
A woman can just go. But the thing is, that's just getting dick. But what she's saying is the man they want, meaning they don't want that guy that just wants to fuck them. They want this guy, and it is harder for them to get that.
But that has nothing to do with the ability to the man to get it.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
He's talking about.
Which y'all could.
That's what he's talking about.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
But we switched to what you want. That's what I was talking about.
Okay, this is what I'm saying.
But an incel thinks, hold on. An incel, just to define it.
That they can't.
No. An incel means that they cannot do it. They are not able to do it.
Right.
That's
their mindset.
That's what the definition.
That's what they think.
Right.
It basically means they're not having sex because they haven't been able to find anybody.
Exactly.
Not because they didn't want to.
And the majority of this is men.
Involuntary.
That's all. Involuntary.
Yeah. But I was just talking about from my perspective. That's why this shit here is fucking crazy.
Yeah. Like for a woman. Okay. A woman, she may not get the guy that she wants. But there are plenty of other guys out there where if you're in a pinch or if you need some action or if you've had a couple of drinks, okay, I'll go ahead and knock this out for tonight.
Yeah.
For a lot of guys out there, that's not even an option.
Right.
Like you're jerking off. You're not even getting the ugly girl that picks her nose in class.
Yeah.
He's right. Are getting nothing.
Yeah. Like the little short dude that looks like he's unattractive. Women aren't jumping on him. But that short, ugly little fat girl, it's still a motherfucker that's gonna shit.
Let's eat's coming.
No, it's true.
Yeah,
he's right. Women are gonna. There's somebody just walk outside. There's a motherfucker gonna do it.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Always. There's always a man to fuck a woman. It isn't always the other way around. I'm here to tell you. Yeah. Okay. Not so easily. I promise you that. I know better.
Yeah.
Women can get action. I mean, no matter what you're doing, I mean, it doesn't matter. Women care about their looks. They feel bullied or whatever sometimes. I promise you, there's a guy out there that does not give a fuck no matter what you look like, how you dress, how your voice sounds, whatever. No, women can still get action. That is not the case for a male.
I do think that's true for a lot of people. I do. But for some, I think it's different.
We're right. And if we're talking the Gen Z crowd, and there's a lot more incels, let's say predominantly men in that generation, is probably because they really don't know how to interact.
Right. That's true.
And you're right. They're not really going to Kroger. They're doing Instacart.
Yeah. And they don't know how to talk to women.
Yeah.
Like a lot of guys, they don't. Man. Like they see a woman that looks good. They don't want to say something
to
her
women,
because they automatically think.
But young girls also don't make it easy to be approached. They don't want to be talked to anymore.
Right.
And if you look at them weird, even though they wear half naked clothes, they're going to cry me too. So why'd you stare at my boobies? Well, because they're hanging out. Well, that's not for you.
Well, what the fuck? Yeah, you can't.
That's for the guy that I want.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I believe that.
I didn't think about it this way.
I just think my experience is different. Is why I feel the way I feel. So my experience, there's a shortage. See, in my what is it? Population or genre of people, women outnumber us like 6-1. The black woman outnumbers the black men like 6-1.
That's
in this
true
metroplex.
in population.
In this metroplex. So it's like for the single ones, and so like it's very easy if you're a nice looking guy and you have, you're all right. It's very easy to get laid. So I would never imagine what you all are saying. But then when
it's not about them being hard. So it's not about whether it's easy for them. They don't approach women. You will approach even if one approaches you. It don't matter. I get approached too easy.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not the issue.
But for some people, that's not happening.
Even if they get approached, they don't know how to see it through fruition. Yeah. They don't know how to, what to do. I mean, you're a pro, in life, just talking to people.
But a lot of them aren't even being approached because they're not going outside.
They're not going outside.
Right.
That's even just going out the door. Yeah, even the young women don't even get out.
And then some of them are scared too, because I know a lot of people that are like, I don't know about now, but like during the COVID, that were actually scared to even go to the mall. My daughter didn't even want to go to the mall. Yeah. Think about this.
Oh yeah.
And the mall is where we met all the girls back in my day. The mall, I mean, that's where all the girls were at the mall.
Yeah.
So we did a show about that.
Mall
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I see it, but are they okay? Are
they okay? What are you?
I would say anybody that's not getting laid is not okay.
You know what they do have though that we didn't have?
What?
A lot more access to porn.
Yeah.
I mean, they can feel that dopamine by going online in an instant. Back in the day, we had to work for our porn. Shit, I had to trade magazines and pay some serious dollars.
I remember,
unless you live in Texas. If you live in Texas, porn's pretty much banned here. So
I thought it was just that one app.
Oh no, it's pretty much all of them.
No, not on my phone.
Well, it's most of the major ones.
You know what? No. It's funny you say that. Think about this real quick. There's 4 of us here. One of us is a woman.
Okay.
Now I've been up since about 6:37 this morning. Okay.
Okay.
I've already thought about sex before I even walked in this place.
Yeah.
Have you? Just
Yeah.
one time thought about it. Something sexual.
Yeah.
Have you, Mike?
No.
Nothing?
What?
You mean you woke up and didn't think nothing sexual? You didn't see your woman? You think no sexual thought? Nothing?
No, I was thinking, fuck, I gotta do this podcast.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's what I really thought. But I just wanted to agree with you so you can make your point.
No, you don't have to agree with me.
No. I mean, I wanted to hear the rest.
Shit, I guess I'm a fucking... Well, I guess I'm not an incel now.
No. I mean, I want to hear the rest. Like, what was
no. I'm curiously wondering because I feel like as men, you know...
I thought about sex last night.
Yeah, I was gonna say right. Yeah.
Okay, so let me use it then more in a 24-hour period. Have you thought honestly?
So
not
not
disagree
every-
with me.
So
Have
not
you?
every man thinks about it in the morning?
Wait.
No, so we
Yeah.
You thought about it yesterday? 24 hours?
Throughout the day, you're gonna
Throughout the day, and this morning. I mean,
You really thought about it?
or did.
You know, I can tell the woman full of shit. She goes, well,
more than that.
you know, or did you think about it, or did he think about it, and you just reciprocated?
You're like, hold on, let me
see.
Well,
She's looking in the air. Like,
Yeah, let's talk about the eyes first.
Hey, when
you told me
You were celibate. I washed your car and everything. You told me you weren't doing that. You were on the podcast. And you told JB and Jab that you did it the morning.
Bill Cosby joins
You
us
ain't
today.
shit.
Bill Cosby.
Dude, that was totally a good Bill Cosby voice.
I wasn't trying. I was trying to sound like I don't know what I dude from crime.
I mean, it's just human nature.
Really super
That's
horny.
how we're
today.
made.
Yeah, but I can challenge
I mean,
that by and large, a woman doesn't think about the sexual side of things.
No, see,
every
that's what I was
day.
looking for you to get to.
Well,
I agree
I
with
was
that.
trying to, but
No,
it was
that's
a
true.
little,
No, that
you
is
know.
true.
It depends on
We
the woman.
want in
It depends
deep
on the
sex.
woman.
I just don't
Multiple
think
times a
that's
day.
important.
No,
That's
you
what we live for.
guarantee it.
I guarantee you, and I say this to women when I
Well,
date or meet them.
like seriously, it depends on the woman.
Yeah. Okay. Well, most men, we're very simple. I know I am, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong. Well, with me, I want to be able to eat good, watch sports, and sex. Like if I had just those 3 things, I could, like you put me on an island with nice looking women, whatever I want to eat. I can lift weights and all that, watch sports. I could live on that island forever, and I think I'd be okay. I'm that simple. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying every guy feels that way,
Well,
but we're that simple.
yeah.
Women want other things and all this stuff.
It
And I
depends
think guys,
on the woman.
Yeah,
It
that's true.
depends on the woman.
But,
God,
but
I
I
just
think
want my fucking
most
bag.
women want other things.
There's
in
other
that.
things that are more important to me
Yeah.
versus stuff.
Yeah. Like women want to go more, probably want to go out, plays, nice things, hang out, do this. And I
Yeah.
think that men, we do those things and we enjoy those things and we like those things, but we overall, it's to get the girl. Like
Because I am hard.
Would you drive an Audi or whatever car you have, or a nice car, or your Corvette, or would you really go work hard to get all of those things? There was no women on earth. There was no sex involved. Would you still have the same exact life, or would a lot of these things probably not matter? We know we wouldn't have kids because we wouldn't have.
No,
sex,
I
but-
agree with everything
Yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah, that's what we live for,
Our
pretty much.
predominant drive is
It's
the,
the woman.
opposite sex for
Yeah,
men.
because when you
Generally.
have a woman, you're going to start working hard and want to do more to provide and have things. And when
Yep.
you don't have a woman, you're still going to want to do those things.
That's why
to
when you
them.
get older, you don't give a fuck as much.
Yeah.
You're done. Your libido goes down. You're tired. You're like,
Yeah.
fuck that bitch. I'm
Yeah.
sitting here. I don't care what car I got anymore. I'm wearing
Yeah.
these jeans.
You'll cut women off a lot easier. Like,
Yeah.
stress you out when she gone because you don't really give a damn, man. It's like, and
Yeah.
when your money's
That's why
to a
women's-
certain level, you don't
Uh-huh.
put up with the same stuff either because you know that you can get sex. You know what I mean? Like, I don't
And-
deal with this.
And by evolution, a woman's sex drive as she gets older increases because it has to do that to keep us men where it decreases to keep us to give a fuck. So we ain't going to work hard for it
Right.
anymore.
That makes sense.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Man. And I think God designed it to make, I mean, the world's fucked up. Because when guys are younger, they're cheating and fucking up their relationships because they so into sex and the
Right.
girls aren't. And then when they get older, the ones that, made it then they're losing their woman. This shit had to be by design, not to work. Maybe that's why these what are they called? Gen Zers?
Gen Zers.
Maybe that's why they're not getting married, because they're smart. They've studied all this shit. And they already, the little girls know. I'm not going to, and maybe I'm not fixing to marry this guy.
They're very intuitive.
And you do see a lot of older women dating younger men now.
Yeah.
You see a lot of, when I'm just out and about, I do notice, like, he looks a lot younger than her.
Yeah, mine's younger.
Really super horny today.
Look at
I say that.
Because you got to work at it.
I'm going to tell you another reason.
No. Hold on.
What?
You got to work at it now. If you were someone your same age,
Mm-hmm.
you got to work at it more to get him more interested. You don't have to work at it with a guy that's younger.
That's true.
You don't.
That is true.
That's why
That's
older
true.
women get with these younger guys. I'm telling you. That's like I was making the point earlier, where if we're both the same age and we're both in our late 40s, 50s, whatever, that's why the woman's sex drive goes up. You know, it has to.
That's by design. Yeah.
But then that's why
Makes
young
sense.
guys are cougar chasers too, because those older women, they know how to
They
put
know.
it down.
And they ready. Stay ready.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
This is why
older ladies were about that business.
This is why I believe when we all this stuff goes together, when we were talking about not getting married, it's the access.
Yeah.
And the girls are smarter. They know better.
Yeah.
They didn't know a lot of stuff. Think about it. If you only had sex if everybody really did so we were talking about the religious stuff, and they waited till they got married and had sex, you would have nothing else to compare it to. You would be satisfied, or more likely to be satisfied.
Yeah.
But if you, like you said, if you got access to all these kids are seeing all this porn and all this shit, I just always point at my phone. Every time we debate, I say, it's this phone. Yeah. But what I mean is social media.
Right.
They were, when I was a kid, you went to what I thought like sex or really was, we got these magazines called Jet Centerfold. Remember? You know about the Jet magazine. There was on page 42 or 43. Yep. There was the little woman in the swimsuit. It was a black magazine. It's going to always have a black woman, a pretty one, and this, I remember my cousin and me like kissing the girl on the page, like really thinking that we did something like, it might have been 10, 11.
Yeah.
Going in the store and seeing the lowrider magazines with the girl on the old school car. That was like seeing sex. That was like, picking that magazine up and it's in the plastic and you're looking through it and you can and to know that at 12 years old, every one of our children has a phone. I don't care what kind of block you put on it. To know that your son now, he saw something, probably a woman that looks better than any woman we've ever had. And he can see that.
You don't even have to
He's not going to be satisfied with that. Like you say, work harder. He's not going to be as satisfied with that little high school sweetheart.
Yeah.
That girl, the same way. When we were young, don't get me wrong, we had girls that were fucking boys under bleachers and all that kind of, you had that. But overall, the girl was not with any boys until she got that first boyfriend. And then that's all she had. Okay. Yeah. So, that's why.
Yeah. So, really, Gen Z, you guys need to get out more. You guys need to touch grass.
Can I say one more thing?
Go for it.
I just want to ask anyone that is in this generation, if they see the show, why do you all wear these hoodies and sweatshirts in the summertime now? What is that about? Because
it's because they're inside they don't go outside. They're inside all the time. There's AC outside, and then they come out and they don't realize
you know what?
Hoodie, probably.
You're probably right. Because that when we were young, if somebody had on a hoodie, that means they're going to rob somebody. It's freaking 100 degrees outside. That's what makes me think they're not okay.
That's wild, man.
I'd have a stroke if I was a Gen Z.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on. So, hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, Jab?
Let's see. Let's see. So, what is Let's Eat about today?
You tell us.
What's on my mind? And I guess I was going to take questions from you all and maybe come up with some answers. Hopefully, I won't piss anybody off. Hopefully, I won't piss off the people next to me.
I'll do that.
I like talking about why the WBA will never be equal to the NBA in revenue and viewers.
You want to know my answer?
Yeah, I want to hear your opinion.
Because nobody cares about women that look like men in shorts and t-shirt. That's the first reason. That's really the truth. You really think about it. The women are not really watching because they're not having guys to look at, the ones that don't understand sports. And then the guys, the girls that are playing look like us. I just really, I mean, do you want to wear what's that girl that y'all were just talking about? Because I don't even know her name.
Clark.
Yeah, I was going to tell people she was Larry Bird. That's what I'm telling my grandkids.
You don't want them to have equal pay?
Do you think somebody wants to wear her tennis shoes? Do you want to wear her tennis shoes? I mean, you know how we wanted to. Yeah. You might not want to wear Michael Jordan shoes, but you know what I mean.
No, I know
we would have wanted to wear Michael Jordan shoes.
Her branded stuff.
Yeah. So who's going to buy her shoes? That's why it's not going to bring in the money because no one cares the same.
Do you watch the NBA? The WB. Wait, what is it? WBA.
WBA.
Do you ever watch
WNBA?
Yeah, WNBA. That's right.
No.
See, we don't even know what the fuck it's called. That tells you it's not shit. Even a person that doesn't watch basketball knows NBA. NBA. It doesn't stand for National Black.
Yeah,
everybody knows it stands for basketball.
Do you think
WNBA? We can't even pronounce it. It's been around 20 fucking years. Nobody cares.
I wonder if you think, and maybe, did you want to ask him a question? If not, I can steal one for you.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Do you think? Now this is interesting. Do you think that having a WBA and it being as big as it's gotten is the woman's reach to try to create an independence that really shall never have equal to men when it comes to war? That the natural psychology of the war and the combat that we need to play professional sports.
I'm going to say that the people that are playing probably haven't given it that thought, but the people that are behind the scenes and creating it, yes, and they never will. There's just certain things, just like infrastructure. There's certain things that women just are not going to do like men, and men are going to always have the control. Well, the best way a woman can control a man is what we were talking about earlier, that thing between her legs. Because once a man...
Y'all just afraid of what we can do.
We're not even afraid. We don't even care. Like nobody is. No, some of our forefathers and those.
I mean, I'm very competitive, or can be.
Yeah.
I did BMX when I was younger. Let's go. Come on now.
She cheated. She's taking steroids.
Whatever. No, but yeah, I was very competitive. I was one of the first girls in BMX, and along with my cousins. Ooh.
Get that closer to you. There you go.
And I remember
when a man had to move your mic for you.
Yeah. See, I know it's big and intimidating.
No, I remember winning first place, and the guy was pissed.
You were around some punks.
How old were you though?
Probably about 11, 12.
Okay,
that's a boy and a girl.
That's not the same.
A man and a woman.
That's completely different.
Man and a woman, boy. Y'all are bigger than us at 11.
Yeah.
And y'all learn. Girls were taller. I got beat up by a girl.
But then, moved into archery, did competition shooting. Mm-hmm. And, but yeah, I think y'all are just afraid of what we can do.
No, I think it's great. I'm talking about the reality of what you can do. Can you really outperform men in basketball?
Never.
No, not I don't know in basketball, but
even in war, because it all comes from that.
Yeah.
Hear me out. I want to hear your opinion. I'm gonna, if that's okay.
You sure?
No, but I want to set the stage. If I make,
go ahead.
In professional sports, especially like basketball, because there's a lot of pushing, shoving. There's a lot. I mean, it's not like football, but football.
Right.
It comes from the need for us as society to be competitive, to pick sides, and to battle.
Right.
And so when women get into what I call aggressive, combative sports that men can do,
right,
and you watch a woman do it, it's more of a novelty than it is a reality of you feeling like you can really back a team and really support it strong. What's your thoughts on that? And
well,
what is it, Mike? You keep waving your hand.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
We could have
finish.
finished that.
No. Yeah. I mean, it's still. It goes back to how strong is that woman? How strong is that guy?
That's true. On an individual, there is a woman, but as a whole,
I'm talking about the majority.
I know you.
No way.
You can't single out the strongest woman in the world. Do you think is strong as the strongest man in the world?
No.
Do you think the strongest woman in the world strong as the strongest man in the world?
No. She's stronger than maybe a man, but not. No way.
Yeah, is the strongest woman in the world? I'm asking.
Let's Google it and see.
Can't common sense go a long way here? The strongest woman in the world. You think strong is the strongest man in the world?
I mean,
come on, really, honestly, be smart, be common sense.
Your opinion.
That's what I'm trying to do is be common sense here and think about it.
Okay, so common sense in the world.
I mean, how do you?
You got to give her time to think. Let her think.
Okay, go ahead, sample.
Next week,
it's a yes or no.
It just depends on each individual. You don't know.
This is what he's saying. You're right. I know what you're saying. It does depend on the individual, but he's asking you basically the strongest man, not me, not him, not Mike. The strongest man and the strongest woman.
Yeah.
Who's the strongest? Not is there a woman stronger than a man?
That's it.
Because that's probably what you're more thinking. But Look in the record books. It's a man.
She knows what I'm asking. She's just trying to divert
the
it.
record is the fastest 100 dash, the strongest powerlifter. They're all men. They're all men. They are. The records are all by men. You might have a man that thinks he's a woman.
Missy's a modern woman over here. Look at her. Go ahead.
No.
Tell us how women are stronger.
Show me. I want the proof. I want the proof.
The strong. Just with the most weight ever lifted by a human being.
Wait, we really got to prove that men are stronger than women, Misty? We really got to prove that.
Oh my gosh.
There's 4 of us in this room.
Are you stronger than any of us? Any of us?
Oh, I know I'm not.
No. But I'm just saying.
But the statistical.
But that's how you statistics.
Not you.
I'm not strong. I just look like it. I'm weak as fuck. I just look like this.
No, but we don't have to. We don't have to prove.
It's boring.
But listen. Can the NBA, the WNBA, can the best WNBA team beat the best NBA team?
Hell no, they can't even beat the worst.
Right, the worst. Right. Well, why?
I don't watch.
I know, but
But I will say this, JB. I'm going to say this. Now, I'm going to say this real quick. I'm going to say this in the woman's defense. I'm going to tell you this. In war.
I knew I was going to beat you down.
I'm going to say this, though. That the one place I might think that the woman has a chance. When you say in war, now, if you're talking about on the ground, hand-to-hand combat.
That's war, yeah.
I mean,
but hold on. But like with blowing up stuff and.
I'm
trying to be on your side. We can't even go. God damn.
That's because that's how women think.
Get in there.
You won't even let me take up for you. I'm about to be on your side.
That's the way they are.
Yeah, but I was going to say hand-to-hand
That's the way
combat.
they are.
Hand-to-hand combat on the ground, I would say the man. But in, today with missiles and bombs and just blowing up stuff, the woman probably could be just as good, designing and on the button. And so you all might be able to, because you all can think.
They're just
You're definitely not going to take no shit. So
they're just recently letting women get into this stuff.
Yeah,
y'all don't know.
But I'm talking about
what.
I just want to know why y'all even want to.
You're right, we don't know, but it's like saying, can
savages.
I mean,
it's like saying, can a man carry a baby better than a woman? They haven't let us do it yet, but they're gonna let men do it. But we know good and well a woman's better for the job. Come on, man. We're gonna squeeze it out our pee hole.
Listen,
C-section.
Only an X.
We have that.
No, I'm saying even if they start making it where a man could,
we can handle a lot of stuff. We can handle a lot of stuff.
You all can definitely take a lot of pain and this and that, but no, they're not able to. They're not. That's why they're not in the NBA. Think about it. They would go to the NBA. They just say, "I think I'm a man."
You know what? We can do a whole hour just on this.
Yeah, we should. We can do that. Well, and I think we got to get at least one more woman because it's not going to be fair to her. She's going to end up beating one of us.
I don't know. She's pretty strong. I think she likes going again. She can hold her own.
All women do this. This is what they love. Well, I was going to be on her. I couldn't even be on her side.
You know why? You know why there's a WNBA? Because men were too tired to argue with you motherfuckers. We're just like, go ahead, launch the whole goddamn league.
I believe that. No, I do believe that.
Go ahead, just go.
No, I think that women's basketball is very. I think women's basketball is good. Women's sports is good, but it's never going to get to the. And I'm gonna say this in y'all's defense too. Even if they were, nothing's going to ever compete with the NBA. Even if they made another basketball league for men, it would never. They just already got that secure. It's just. They've been there too long.
The NBA is going to be the peak of pro basketball. I do want to say this about women's sports in general, because, we're mainly talking about why the women aren't getting paid what the men are getting paid. And it's not just the talent difference. I mean, okay, let's be 100 on this. The men are better. They're more talented, especially when it comes to basketball. But that's not even what it's about, because people watch college basketball. They're not as good. No, yeah. People watch high school football. They're not as good as the NFL. And people watch pro wrestling. They're not even actually competing. What the WNBA needs to get more people to watch, they need big rivalries. Okay? They need someone to be Caitlin Clark's nemesis, where they play each other. People are going to tune in to see them trash talk, to see if they're going to get into a fight.
Yeah. But you know what? I hear what you're saying. But can I make a point? You think men will ever be able to be as successful on OnlyFans as women?
Oh, jeez.
Hell no.
Why not? It's equal, isn't it? Why not?
You're right. No, it's just certain things.
Why not? And there's some beautiful men out there that could be successful.
There was a guy,
but by majority,
it's probably more men looking.
Hey, there was a man.
Women,
he was the number one Mary Kay salesman. When men sell like women products like Mary Kay, he sold way more than all the women.
Well, see,
Yeah, but he was still a man.
But
I think
the thing is women can do the same things.
Yeah, they can. But they're not
Just
gonna
like
do it.
men, just like you're
They
saying,
can do
men
it, but
can
it's
do the
not
same
going to be
things,
as
but
it's not going to be as successful. What he's saying is ratings,
Yes.
money. Number two, the money. Even if the WNBA makes money, it comes from men. The money still comes from men.
Because
so
men
no
are
matter
going
how
to be
they
the ones
do
watching.
it, and men are in control and owning the teams. Who owns those teams? I don't think the women own them.
I don't really know.
I don't think so. I think men own those teams.
Probably most.
Right.
Most
yeah. Well,
most.
yeah.
I'm
Most
pretty
of them
sure
are
the man is
but-
controlling.
That's what I was
the
just
whole
saying.
marriage.
We're too tired to argue with it. We're like, hell, just launch it. Because the wife of those men are like, we say, fuck it. Let's go.
But if my daughter wants to play, she doesn't have nowhere to play. So give her one. The men, it's all good though, man.
No, I'm
we
not.
can't live
knocking
without
it.
y'all.
Yeah, I don't have any problem with it. I'm just talking about in the why we brought up the equal pay.
Mhm.
Why? Because it ain't equal. It's not in that scenario.
Yeah.
It's not equal.
Even when women
Right.
get equal pay in a lot of jobs, they don't even have to do the equal work. I worked at a grocery store as a child. The girls never had to bring the buggies in. There was just certain things that if somebody had a bunch of heavy groceries, like you had to move the barbecue pit when they buy them at Albertsons.
Right.
And there's a guy there, they're going to say, hey, Jab,
Well, see,
go do that.
I'm just a different
They're not going to
breed
tell the girl to
'cause
take out the trash.
I
It's not
would-
that you can't do it. It's just certain things that if a guy's there, they're going to do. You go to PetSmart right now and get a bag of dog food, and that heavy dog food's up top. You're going to see 3 or 4 women working there. One guy, I guarantee you that guy's the one they're going to have do it. It's
One
just
that's the
certain
tallest.
things. I mean, they got a ladder. They're going to get a little thing, but I'm just saying it's just certain things that just by nature, we automatically assume the role or people expect it. I think that's what he's saying.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
can a
yeah,
woman
no,
get
I
up there?
Get that.
Can
I
a
get
woman
that.
get up there and get
Yeah.
that bag? Yes, but and she's gonna get the same.
I get that. It was just presented in other ways of what,
Would you be more successful as a secretary or me? You. They don't see my big head ass. They come out and say, "Oh, I'm at the wrong place."
Go ahead, say that.
This is not the gym. I thought we were at the gym. Nobody knows. I didn't come here. I thought this was a daycare. Are you going to let your daughter stay in a daycare where a man's in there? I'm not.
Well,
no.
yeah,
Big ass burly dude.
different. That's different.
Why?
That's
We're
not-
equal.
No.
It's not equal.
It's not different.
We're
It's
equal.
That's not the competitive thing.
It is. If a man needs a job, what it's saying is that if you're at a daycare and it's men working it, men applies for a job,
well,
the woman's going to be better
I'm thinking
at the daycare.
physical. I'm thinking physical.
Even-
Men are better at the physical.
Even physical, men are
It's-
stronger than women.
It's still competing. It's still showing that certain sexes are better at this and men are better at that.
By a majority, men are stronger than women. By a majority.
Yeah, there is.
built
There's
bigger.
But
Like,
but
by
I'm
majority-
saying
Our average
that
size.
women
I
can
weigh 270
do those
pounds
things
right
too.
now.
We
and
never-
I'm not fat or nothing. Do you think there's a woman that really can weigh 270 pounds and she's probably going to be.
It would be so rare.
There-
It'd be so rare.
She's
It doesn't.
going to be fat as
There's
fuck. She's not gonna be
weightlifters.
like-
It's
come
rare.
on.
And guess what? I guarantee you she's taking male hormones and she's not going to be stronger than the strong. I guarantee you that woman weightlifter is taking a male hormone, testosterone.
But-
I'm willing to bet if she's successful at it.
Okay, one thing I do want to throw in
Where's she
here
gonna get the strength from?
is that men and women, there is a gray area.
There-
At the lower levels, there is a gray space where men and women can compete together.
Yeah.
And that there are women who can beat the guys, there are guys who can beat the girls.
On the lower level.
Exactly.
The NBA is not the lower level.
But-
lower level
Exactly.
is Sycamore Elementary where I met you guys.
That's
Yeah.
right.
H.F. Stevens Middle School.
And we're talking about majority. You
Yeah,
can-
and
you-
we were talking
you-
about the beer league and stuff
Look,
like that.
I
Yeah.
can make women feel good all day long right now and say, you're right, they can compete men. They cannot. By and large, women cannot compete with men in combat sports.
Okay,
there
but-
might
but,
be, and
um,
there might be a situation.
Yeah, like China might get
It's a
some
reality.
That's what
I'm
here's.
literally
I'm
explaining.
But I'm not talking
why
about that. I'm talking
women
Well, I love
about
it.
professionally.
I love it.
Women can.
They're fighting.
But at that level, the higher up you go, the more that gap is going to start to widen.
Yes.
The higher up you get. Once you get to the NBA, there's no women anymore. It's going to be all guys. And that's in a lot of sports. I mean, we've seen this in other sports. We've seen it even in golf. How many times did Michelle Wade try to make the cut in the PGA and fail? How many other LPGA golfers went to the PGA and didn't make it? Like Tiger Woods, I mean, he's in his 40s. He's struggling now. We still hear about him because he's Tiger Woods.
I do want to say
But
this.
if he went to the LPGA today, he would dominate again.
I do want to say this.
Yes.
Clarissa Shields, she can beat Keith Thurman's sorry ass. I don't know if there's a woman, Clarissa Shields, she's a professional boxer, and she's made this big thing that she can beat Keith Thurman. And she can. He sucks.
Okay.
But she wouldn't beat a Mayweather or one of the top fighters. But
Yeah.
no, and she's actually trying to fight him. And I'm going to bet my money on Clarissa Shields.
I'm not, and by the way, just be clear, I'm not saying there's not a woman that can't compete with a man.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
I'm talking about women versus men as a society.
Misty just beat me arm wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no loss.
I mean, I think it's okay to say that men are stronger than women as a society.
Mike
It's
said
okay to say that.
Mike said it best. He said on the lower level, he said, but as you get to the high, he's right. Because in elementary, we played on basketball teams together. Softball was boys and girls. Baseball was boys and girls. As you got to middle school and high school.
But why can't we be okay as a society just to say,
people
look,
don't like the truth.
I know, but it's fucked up.
That's
it's
what's
like, it's okay
world.
that women are better at shit than men and men are better at shit than women. The problem is
right.
Why is it that we have to defend that? Because this
somebody's
fucking
sensitive.
It's crazy.
And they want to be equal, and they want. It's just
you can't
crazy.
be.
But they want to be equal.
I want equal
People
pay
want to
too.
be equal when it's convenient.
Yes,
it's right. It's even race. It's in everything. Like there's men that think that because we're black, we don't get this. But then or the Hispanic people are getting all the jobs, but then you don't even want to do the job. It's like everybody wants the success to be equal. They don't really want the work to be equal. I'm telling you, I worked at Albertsons. No girl wanted to take out the trash. She always used that. Or when it's hot outside, my period this thing. I can't really do that today. And the supervisor says, okay, well, you can just stay inside and do that.
It just is what it is.
It's when it's convenient. People want to be equal.
Ultimately.
Why do we have to open up doors for you all if we're equal? Why do they expect men to pay the bills if we're equal? I mean, think about it. If your lights get cut off and you're married, who they going to blame? The guy.
Yeah.
The girl's father's going to say, what are you doing with that sorry motherfucker? My dad's not going to say, what are you doing with that sorry woman if the lights get cut off? He's going to say, son, what the fuck are you doing over there? I didn't raise you like that. Yeah. It's the man. And women roles that are different. Come on. Let's admit it.
I don't know.
She's smiling.
I guess I'm just different on how I view it.
Do you celebrate Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Do you expect your mate to get you something?
Depends. I mean,
well, we don't.
Dun, dun, dun.
We don't give a fuck.
We don't. I'm just
asking.
Valentine's Day is for women. We don't give a damn about
not
that.
A jack motherfucking squat.
Yeah.
We don't. You only think we do because we've had to sell you guys over the years that we do.
Were you with a man last Valentine's Day? Like, is you a mate?
It was a new relationship.
Did he get you something? Flowers? Anything?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, the year before. Were you ever married?
Yes.
What'd your husband buy you for you on Valentine's Day? Do you remember one?
Roses and a box of candy.
What'd you get him? Nothing.
No.
We already know.
You don't buy.
You said fast.
I would do different things. I would do like a mug or, I would do different things for him.
But when I asked you what did he get you, you came right out and said roses.
Because I was thinking of all the different things that I would get.
And then I asked
probably
you
because
mine wasn't always
year.
the same thing. Mine wasn't the same. The thing is mine wasn't the same thing. I put thought in it every time. His was generic, roses, candy.
Well, how much thought did it take to get a mug? I was expecting you to say I didn't have to get him anything or he didn't want nothing. And I was just going to make a point that there's things for women and there's things for men. Valentine's Day is definitely, man, I don't want shit. Because it's probably going to ask me for some money the next week. Yeah, like, what? You could have kept that bullshit ass gift and I could have kept this money.
Yeah.
That's the way I really feel. Like, keep that shit, man. I don't want that fucking pair of socks or fucking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh man, so yeah, men and women aren't the same, and
men are more powerful and stronger.
Women get paid less because women deserve less. When it comes to basketball, y'all, I'm just playing.
Y'all are.
Look, when it comes to social media, women reign.
Yeah,
they get paid the most. They get the most views.
Yeah, they look better.
That's it.
Yeah, I was gonna say because they're beautiful.
But let me ask. But let me turn the tides.
But,
just in theory, if we created a coalition, me, Mike, and Jab get together, go fuck women. Let's protest it. We don't get paid the same on social media, but we don't get the same results. What's the point?
Yep,
we're not equal.
We're not.
That's why.
I'm gonna tell you another thing. A woman can have a podcast and do nothing but bash men and talk about they ain't shit, and every woman will get on there and listen and think she's God. And men won't get on there and say shit. We just won't watch it. But
Unless
if
she's
a man,
hot, we
but
might
if a
peek
man,
at 'em.
yeah, but if a man gets on there and bashes women on his podcast, all the women in the world are going to protest him and make fun of him. It's just the way the world is, and it's just cool. Man, we accept it.
Yeah.
Just,
I agree. I agree 100%.
We love y'all, man. We can't live without y'all. That's what they said. What's
That's
his
what
name?
they tell us.
That's what James Brown said. He said it's a man's world, but it wouldn't be none without a woman. I'm pretty sure he stole it.
Because y'all know we're just
somebody else. Yeah, it's cool. We
right, Jeremy.
Y'all had
right.
us. We got to
You know what?
Right.
I just eventually I end up agreeing with them. That's the way we do. That's why. Yes.
Well, the woman had us.
You're right, Misty. Yes.
We can't deny who had us.
That's true.
Yeah, we came out of a woman. How can we deny that?
Exactly.
Yeah, so at the end of the
We're
day,
warriors.
it really doesn't matter because
We came in and they came out.
when it's all said and done, it's the dudes who end up taking the L no matter what.
Yeah. You see, she just defeated us.
We're okay with that. We're done.
Bodied us.
Good.
So yeah, we
love women.
That was awesome.
We're good, Mike.
Hey y'all,
No, Mike,
Check
we
us-
want to hear from you. Fuck that. We're not leaving yet. I'm taking over.
I got nothing to say because
man.
I got nothing on this.
Well, fuck me what I said.
I'm tapping out, y'all. But hey, y'all can tap in and hear more of the woman's perspective here on the Gen X Talk podcast. So if you're listening to us on Spotify, man, give us 5 stars. Give us less than 5 stars. Give us 1 star. I don't care. Just give us some stars, man. Check us out on Apple Podcasts. You can leave us a review. Tell us how you feel about the podcast. And if you really like us, you can join our Patreon. But until next time, we'll be seeing ya.
The Gen X Talk podcast was brought to you by D's Nuts. Don't forget to subscribe and join our Patreon because we really want to quit our jobs one day and just make content. Please.